Hi, this is North County PC Solutions, and right now we're going to show how to back up your complete system and keep your computer safe. In the event of a failed hard drive, a really bad virus attack, or some other kind of a system crash, it's a good idea to always have a backup of your machine. And we're going to kind of start that from scratch. The best way to back up your machine is to start with an external hard drive. They're really inexpensive right now. As of 5/15/2012, you can pick up a good sized drive for about $100 or less. They simply connect by USB, so we're going to do that right now. We're using a Windows 7 computer, by the way. As you can see, Windows automatically detects the drive and it says it's ready for use. Okay, this drive, for technician purposes, I have multiple partitions on it, so let's close these all out and we'll start from the beginning here. So, not the Windows Explorer, but I'm sorry, not the Internet Explorer, but the Windows Explorer, the one that looks like a folder. We're going to go to that, and we're going to take a look at our drives real quick here. Just let's stretch that over so we can get a better look. And you'll see this client, as silly as she has a backup called Puke. That's one of her machines, and another one's a gateway. What we're going to do then is we're going to go in and create another partition. Actually, let's start that over so you can see exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go down to the flag, the start, and let's do it through computer. Okay, we're going to go to it's also called My Computer in XP, but in 7 it's just called Computer. Left click, Manage. Okay, from the Computer Management Console, double left click Storage, double click with the left Disk Management. Okay, now that's going to tell me about all my hard drives. Okay, so right now, disk 0 is going to be your primary drive. This is the one with your operating system and your main data on it. We have a recovery partition here that was built from the company. Your file allocation system here, and then this is going to have the rest of your boot and your system information. We're going to leave the C drive alone. What we are going to do is we're going to create another partition here on the F drive. This is Puke is one of those client's machines. Gateway is another one of those client's machines. In actuality, the system's pretty lean, so we're going to go here. We left click, right click on it, and we are going to before we can create a new partition, we need to shrink the volume. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that in half. Left click. I'm going to create a new simple volume. Next. We're going to tell yes, that's what size we want. And then it's going to default to G drive. That's going to be what this partition is called. Assign a drive letter. We're not going to mount anything to this. That's too complicated. We're just going to hit next. We're going to use the NTFS, not extended FAT. Let's use NTFS because we're running Windows 7. Default allocation size. Now, we want to remember what computer we're backing up in this partition, so we're going to call this, and yes, she named this machine Slayer, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because right now we're using this little mighty 11-inch laptop that really is a smoking little machine. So here we go. Slayer. And we performed a quick format. Boom. Okay. Now, if you already have a formatted hard drive, you don't need to go through all these steps, but I wanted to show it from the beginning for the purposes of this lesson. So there you have Slayer. Let's back out of here now. Now we have our external hard drive plugged in. We create a new partition that we're going to put the backup for this entire machine on. So, I've already created a utility disk that has our backup program on it, and if you've already seen the review on this, you might get a kick out of this. The program I'm using is called Macrium Reflect, and I'm using the free version of it. So the blip blip, it's detected the drive, installed the drivers, it says it's ready for use. We don't need to fix anything, we're going to continue without scanning. Now you can install this straight onto your computer, this Macrium Reflect. But I'm using a little tech gadget called Portable Apps. Close that out. Portable Apps. I have a bunch of little tech programs that are running on one little thumb drive, and it's really great. It's a handy tool to have. Right now it's populating the list with the programs that I'm running. It's still populating, so I'm going to give it a couple moments. Okay, and you might recognize some of these programs here. I'm going to use the down arrow on the keyboard, and I've put a lot of cool stuff on here. You'll see image burning software, defragment tools, all kinds of neat stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to run the regular Macrium Reflect backup software. Tell it yes. Yes. And you can see it's analyzing my partitions already. is a really cool, intuitive piece of software. That's a technician's best dream for personal computers. This is the free version. It's not the enterprise version, but it works great just for individual machines. This is another one of those situations, not unlike AVG or OpenOffice.org, where they'll give you a really good version for free, but it's good karma to donate to some of these places if you can afford it. And I'm not going to update. As you can see, it is so intuitive that it already knows that drive 0 has the primary partition, the active partition for the operating system, and this other partition. And here, let's hit back tasks and try it that way. Image local drives, and make sure that yes, it's doing the C drive in your primary partitions. These are all different machines here, so destination. Now we'll go to Slayer. Next, and it'll prompt you when it's backing up, and you can see that okay. Okay, now that we've started the backup of this system, see that the total selected is only going to be 32 gigs of information, so that shouldn't take too long to back up. For the sake of time though, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video until it's done. Hi, this is the second half of our demonstration on how to back up Windows 7 PC. As you can see here, using Macrium Reflect, it took about 23 minutes and 54 seconds, so almost 24 minutes to back up this entire computer. And bear in mind that this backed up the operating system and its partitions and all the software that we've installed on this computer to date. Not bad for less than a half an hour's time. This is a really neat little program to have. Now let's go back and take a peek at it. Okay, it's backed up everything on the C drive off the Acer there. It's been about 24 minutes. We're going to hit OK. Also note down here that you have options of priority. I leave this to high priority just because I want a good quality backup. But you can also tell it to shut down after it's completed backing up. This is important for technicians that may have a computer that's online while they're backing it up. You can tell it as soon as you're done to, actually not online but offline, you can tell it to shut down upon completion. But let's close this out. Now let's take a look at it. Going back into Windows Explorer. Okay, remember the partition we made for Slayer. And there's the file. If we highlight that with a left click, and then we do a right click, Properties, there you go. You can see that that entire image of the computer is less than 20 gigs. 20 gigs. That's this complete computer backed up onto a partition of an external hard drive. It's good to go. So kind of going over it again, we hooked up an external hard drive through the USB port, and then we installed the Macrium Reflect software to do the backup with. We put a partition on the hard drive telling it where to save the backup file, but you don't necessarily have to do a partition. You could just create a folder on an external hard drive, tell it to back up in that folder. I just create partitions for each computer so that I can always make more backups in succession, incrementally, as updates are done. And that being said, that's about it. It took us about 24 minutes to back up this machine. It's on an external hard drive, so if anything ever fails on this computer, it's good to go. Fix the machine, reinstall the entire system on there with the software and settings. Okay, that's it for this edition. This is North County PC Solutions signing out. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, you can contact us at www.northcountypcsolutions.com, or you can go to our videos at Things Nerds Do on YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye.